Hey, what's going on there everyone? Today we are going to be covering a highly requested plugin called Golden Crates, and this is a fantastic crate-like plugin for your newer versions of Minecraft with built-in editors where you can add pretty much any type of item that you want, including custom model data, which is pretty great. So with this plugin, let's go ahead and get into the plugin showcase. You can change pretty much everything with this, including particle effects as well as the styles that it does add, so it definitely gives some attention that draws player to it. Be like, hey, this is where all the fun prizes are. Make sure you go try to vote for our server, buy some crate keys so you can get into these prizes. And as you see, these types of particle effects are pretty awesome. We got this like streamlined ray that shoots up in the sky, and then this one does contain like some water droplets and like a circle going up as well. So really cool stuff here. So we do crate, give key, and then the player's name, or you can do the asterisk for everyone on the server, and then here we can specify the key. So I'm going to do the CSGO, and then we'll just do 2 keys for CSGO, and we'll also do mystery 2, and we'll do the virtual as 2 as well. So here we can left click and we can see the crate preview just like any type of normal crate plugin, and they're pretty much all the same, but just the styles that you open them are going to be different. So let's go ahead and open them. So here, this is our CSGO crate, so we can go ahead and open it. A very simple style that basically rolls through the CSGO style of the crate gambling system, and where you can see the prizes here slowing down, and it looks like we have the nether wart block for our reward. And then here we can come over to our mystery crate, and this one does have a built-in hologram you can see right there, which is pretty cool. And this one just has like the single prize, and it cycles through. Very cool and clean animations, and not very laggy at all, which is fantastic. So if you definitely like that sort of animation, that is the one that is good to go. And this one is virtual, which means all of our keys are actually stored virtually, and players don't have to take up space in their inventory. So if you right click, I actually like this one quite a bit because it has a nice cycle, and you can see this is the prize that you're going to be getting. And so there's different types of styles that are included with this one. As I said, there is 6 included by default, and there we go, we just got some 64 jack-o'-lanterns. Today's video sponsor is the Songoda Marketplace, and if you are looking for any type of unique or custom plugin for your Minecraft server, there is quite a bit of selection over there, so make sure you guys go check them out using the link down in the description, and you can find some great plugins for your server. So let's go ahead and dive into the guts of this plugin. So if you look at your main menu here, we're going to be going into our editor mode. So in the editor, this is where you can make your keys as well as your crates. So we can go to the crates, there is 6 included by default, and we can make a new one as well. So let's go ahead and do that. So we can make a new crate. I'm going to call this YT, and simple as that, we have our new YT crate. And here there might be a little bit much to look over, but we're going to go ahead and go over everything. Here is the name of the crate, and down over here we have a template, so if you want to choose the template style from one of the already pre-made ones, we can actually do that. So the templates are going to be what a specific crate are already pre-made, so we already know the CSGO one is here, so we could add CSGO, so that would be your template. If you don't want to add a template, you can just skip this step. Moving on, we have our rewards, so this is where we're going to be adding all the rewards that you want. So here we have the min and max rewards, so if you just want 1 or 2 or 3, you can set that up to here. So you just right click and left click to increase and decrease the certain amounts, and then here just go to return. This is where we need to add our specific rewards. So it gives you, every time you add a reward, it just gives you a new slot where you can customize it, which is fantastic, guys. Like, this is so easy to add any type of item that you want. You do not have to go into the configurations at all, which is perfect. So our reward 0, here it gives you the little template. So we can left click to edit, middle click to delete, and then we can do the shift or right click to move it back and forth. So let's go ahead and do this one. So here we have our specific item reward. Here is the preview that's going to be shown in the crate. Then we can execute the various commands, and then here is the specific reward chance. At the very top here, we have our reward name. So currently it is just new reward 0. If you put in items, so say we want to put in this item right here, so we can actually drag and drop an item in here, or we can middle click to get it, or we can completely disable it. So I want to drag and drop, so I'm going to put in this melon right here. Alright, so as you see, here's the melon, and we can actually change this reward name, or we can right click to sync it. So whatever item is in this slot, we can just sync it, or we can completely change it, and then we can make a custom name called Special Melon, and there we go. Now there is our name. Then we can pretty much do the same thing. So I'm going to head and get this melon, and to do that, we can just go ahead and middle click with our mouse. So that is like your scroll wheel on your mouse. Just go ahead and click that. And then we can actually replace this, and we can put that in there. Next up, we can get our rewards, and so here is the specific syntax that you need to use. So if you want to do like no prefix command, so this would execute from the player itself, and we can use the placeholder player to run the commands. So all I'm going to be doing is running a console command. So what we need to do is we can type in console, and then I'm going to head and do ECO give, and then the placeholder for the player, and this is just gonna give them some vault money, so we'll give them $1,000. So there we go. So that is gonna be one of the rewards, and you can actually add as many commands in here as well. So say we could just do another one, and we can just add the same thing, but $10,000. So there we go. Those are the specific areas where you can add console commands to give specific items. Then we can set up the reward chance. So you go ahead and left click to change, and you can put it in. I'm gonna put in like 78%. So that is going to be specifically a 78% chance to get this specific item and the command to be run. So that is our first one, and you can add as many rewards in here, as many chances that you want. So it is so great, guys, and that is honestly one of the best features about this plugin. Once you have finished setting up your reward system, we can go ahead and return. Then here we can set up the block effect. So this is what basically is happening in the background. So by default it has a helix flame as well as, the particle of the flame. So we can toggle different types of models. So this is like a pulse, this is eruption, beacon, we can do tornado effect, or we can do like vortex flame. So there's plenty of various things that we can do from, and we can change the particle effect as well. So for the particle effect, I just recommend, Googling Minecraft particle effects. Make sure you get the name exactly right. So I'm just going to do Enrod for this one. So that would be our specific particle effect that we're going to be using. Coming up here, this is the specific crate name, and you can have it cooldown, and that's you want people to spam keys or whatever you want. Here is a cost. You can also set up permission nodes, which is pretty great, so full customization of these specific features. And then here we have the hologram. So this is a default hologram you can actually add, which is so helpful. So this one does hook up with holographic displays, and it automatically creates your hologram within it, so you don't have to mess around with adding additional holograms, which is actually really nice. Up here we have a key manager, so this is where you can make if you want it to be a key or not, so like a physical key or a virtual key, that is where you can change that. Coming down here, this is where you can add the specific location for the block. So you can also toggle the pushback, which I do recommend. So we can middle click, and let's go ahead and add a block location. We'll just make this pumpkin one. Alright, so there we go. So now that has been done, so we have our nice cool particle effects, and if we left click, as you see, here is our crate preview, and we have our specific rewards, which is so cool, guys. And as you see, we can go ahead and open it. That's it because we did not set up any type of key or anything. So once we finish with this, we'll go ahead and set up a key, and we'll actually enable the hologram as well, just so you can see that. So I'm going to head and enable the hologram with a middle click. And there we go. As you see, here is our holographic displays, and that is perfect. So I'm going to head and go back into the editor, and we can make a key now. So let's go ahead and make a new key, and this is just going to be YT key, and you can name this whatever you want. And there we go. So here's our one that we want. So we can actually change the key name, or we can change the item, whatever you want it to be. But we can also make this a virtual or physical. I do recommend you actually do change it to virtual. That way, if someone buys keys from your store and their inventory is full, it will not actually drop the key anywhere. It will just go straight virtually to their specific inventory, which is pretty nice. So now that our key has been made, we need to go back to our crate editor, and we actually need to make sure that we sync up the key with this specific crate. So if we go ahead and do that, now we can do basically the same info that we put, so YT key. So there we go, now our key ID has been matched with our specific crate that we made. So if we try to open it now, as you see, it does say we need a key for this. Now we can go ahead and give myself a key, or everyone on the server, and we can do YT key, and we'll give myself 1. So now, as you see, it is a virtual key, that way it didn't go in my inventory, but we can go ahead and open it because we do have the key synced up properly. And there we go, that is your Golden Crates plugin. As I said guys, everything is in-game, which is absolutely fantastic. Definitely the new age of plugins, which is so great. And there we go, we just got the $1,000 and $10,000, which is pretty epic. So anyways guys, that is your plugin Golden Crates. The link will be down in the description. Have yourselves a wonderful day. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.